Good evening, everybody. It's fabulous to have you here. I hope it's not too dark up here. I'm up in our bedroom. I just needed a little bit of peace and quiet from the kids. So, there is a lot of interest in this talk. Say hello. There's a lot of interest in this talk tonight. So, I hope you're not disappointed with what I have to share with you. I would love to know, just while we just wait for people to just come on. I would love to know. Firstly, hi Cheryl. Firstly, where are you tuning in from in New Zealand, or you might be in Australia, or you might be elsewhere in the world. And secondly, if you've ever been on a diet before, I'd love to know. I was actually talking to someone the other day, and they said that they'd never been on a diet, and I was like, wow, how on earth have you managed to avoid that? So that's amazing. So tell me where you're tuning in from, and if you've ever been on a diet. Now tonight we are talking about weight loss, but I am not a weight loss expert. But I have got some things. Motueka, been on all diets. Yeah, Hamilton, and too many to list. Absolutely. Tuning in from Tauranga, have tried almost every diet. Howick, done every single diet. Look, Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, to the cabbage soup diet. Oh my goodness, that sounds horrific. So we are all like, I have done, yes, Auckland. I have done, many a diet in my time as well. But it's actually one thing, Auckland, and I absolutely dieted. It's one thing that now I'm in the space that I'm in, I never, ever, ever talk about dieting with my girls. So it's one thing that we never talk about weight. They never would have heard me say that, oh, I've got to go on a diet because I'm feeling heavy or anything like that. So that's I think that's a good thing. Not saying that I haven't had those thoughts in my mind, but I just make a real point of Christchurch, all sorts of diets. Awesome. So we will get started. So what I wanted to talk to you tonight is because I have, when women come into my membership or they come into my one-on-one coaching and they say that they want to lose weight, I'm always like, can we just have a little talk about this, and can I just give you a different perspective to look at? So I think you probably gathered that there was going to be a little bit, because I'm not a weight loss expert, it was more about giving you a different perspective. When we are going on a diet, where our mind goes into deprivation, okay, and it's restrictive, it's not very pleasant, and what we deprive ourselves of, the foods that we deprive ourselves of, we actually end up craving them more. So it actually is a really a snowball effect, that we're dieting and it's restrictive, but we are craving the foods more. So then sometimes we cave, and then we feel shitty and we feel guilty. So then we go, oh, we'll start again tomorrow, or we'll start again on Monday. And, there's just this whole cycle just keeps on going. What I always tell my clients to do, and the ladies in my membership, I ask them to think of the way that they eat as a lifestyle change. Diets are very, very short term. Weight loss is short term. It can be long term, but often it doesn't last. You can get quick results, but it's not sustainable. So therefore, you end up putting on the weight again, or you put on more weight, and that just makes you feel even worse. So the ladies that I work with, I ask them to change their train of thought, that it is about a lifestyle change. What we're doing this week is changing three habits. You can see that within just 4 days, you can change your taste buds. You can change your cravings. You can get more energy. But what I want it to be is over the long term. It's not just about this 5 days that we're on the challenge and then you go back to your own old ways. And that's what it is with nutritious eating. I would love you to get to a place where, and give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, give me some hell yes if this is resonating with you. I would love you to get to a place where you have a freedom of choice about the foods that you're eating. They're not controlling you. They're not always in your mind about what you are eating and what you're having for the next meal. And should I eat this and shouldn't I eat this? It's more about the freedom that you know that you're making nutritious choices and it's fueling you. Food is fuel. It's not comfort. And so that's where I would really, really love you to get to a place of. You might want to think of it as the 80-20. Yeah, good. As the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. So 80% of the time, you make nutritious choices. 20% of the time, you've got more freedom. And you can go out and you can enjoy. You can have the cake. You can have the, I don't eat anything that I want to, but the choices that I make are all nutritious, right? But also because I'm gluten free, there's a lot of foods that I can't eat. But I'm happy with that because I make such amazing food and it tastes amazing that I'm not deprived at all and I don't miss out at all. And that's something that I want you to think of. Another good way to think of it is that over a week, we have 3 meals, excluding snacks, right? So that's 21 meals. A really good rule of thumb is if you made, like 18 of those meals, great choices, then you can have 3 treat meals, cheat meals, whatever you want to call them. And that just means that you then at those 3 meals, you go, oh, this is just, this is what I choose. I enjoy it without any guilt and it's just the way it is. But if you learn to eat where the food is fueling you, you will feel so good that you just want to keep doing it. And I'm sure that you have got a taste of that this week. Tell me if you have got a taste of eating well. I mean, we've only started with breakfast. There was no way that I could overhaul lunch and dinners and snacks and everything because that would have been far too much. And then you would have, totally stopped doing what you were doing and not keep going. Okay. Sounds so perfect. I love hearing that. I'm pleased that this is resonating with you. So we're going for progress, not perfection. As I say, nobody is perfect. Another concept that I want to share with you is, and this is something that a friend of mine shared with me, and it really, really resonated, is the full stop rule. Now, my husband has just got home, so whether he comes into the bedroom or not, I don't know, but let's see. I'll shimmy him out if he does. The full stop rule. So the concept is that if we are going to have slip ups, it's a no-brainer. It is going to happen. But what it means is that after that slip up, you go full stop. You don't go, oh, that's blown out for the day. I'll just gorge myself for the day and I'll start tomorrow. Or that's blown it out for the week. I'll start again on Monday. Full stop. Just full stop it there and go, it is what it is. I ate a packet of biscuits. I ate half a packet of chips. Full stop. Move on. Okay? Really, really simple concept. Don't berate yourself because everyone is the same. Everyone has slip ups. But just full stop it there. Another concept is that it's the upgrade concept. So that when you are having a meal, you might be out, for example, and you are looking at ordering on the menu, you might choose the vegetables over the chips. That's an upgrade. You might choose the dressings on the side and drizzle a tiny bit on or not even have the dressing. That's an upgrade. You might choose to put veggies in your dinner instead of having the white rice. We talked about white and brown rice yesterday. So that's an upgrade. Looking at opportunities where you are eating to do an upgrade. It's a really, really simple concept, but it's really, really powerful. So I want to know, is this resonating with you? Does it make sense? And is it something that you feel that you could flip your mindset around to being, let's just make this a long-term lifestyle change, and let's ditch the diets, because they do no one any favors. Get rid of your scales. They are a woman's worst nightmare. So I'm so love the full stop battling. Absolutely. Loving all your comments, getting there. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight. You are going to keep falling back into your old ways, but it's building that muscle and making those changes. So as you know, my online membership, well, you may not, but my online membership, the Wicked Healthy Tribe, I'm welcoming new members into it at the moment. It's a one-stop shop for all your health and well-being goals, where there's loads, like over 500 recipes that I have personally made, tried and tested, photographed, and it's what I live by. Okay, it's got meal plans. We've got monthly healthy habit challenges. We have guest speakers on all different topics. What I've also decided to do is, because I've realized that so many women, after 600 women have signed up to this challenge, really need someone to lead the way, is that I've decided to do a complete behind the scenes of how I live a healthy lifestyle. I know that I'm no guru, but I think that because that, I'm kind of reachable. I'm not too far away. I'm not like, I'm a mum. I've got 3 kids. I live a busy lifestyle. I'm not exotic, I'm not extravagant. So I'm going to take you behind the scenes and teach, tell you exactly what I eat from morning, if I fast, what I break my fast with. But I'll also talk about how much water I have, what do I drink, and what skincare do I use, and what soap do I use. Is that the sort of thing that would really appeal to you? Just remember, as I mentioned in the video this morning, I have been where you are, but it was a good, 15 years probably ago, maybe even longer. I've always had, I would love to be able to learn from you. So amazing. Love this so much. Yes, please. So to be able to access that, you do need to be in the tribe. And that is my online membership. So head to wickedwellbeing.com/WHT. There's 3 different ways that you can join. You can join monthly, you can join 3 monthly, or you can join for a year. If you join for a year, you actually get $100, $150 worth of a health pack, which is freaking awesome. And you save $100 on the monthly membership. But I just feel like you need a little bit of guidance, but you're not going to be able to overhaul everything that I'm, to reach what I'm doing. Because remember, it's a gradual process, but it will just give you those stepping stones to go, okay, well, this is what she does for breakfast, and this is what she adds in it to keep it sustained, and this is what I snack on, and this is how much water I drink, which is very flexible each and every day. But this is what I drink. I don't drink a lot. In fact, I don't really drink. I drink kombucha. I homebrew my own kombucha. But I just want to share all that information with you. So it sounds like that would be really helpful. So at the end of this, I will post the link to have a look at the information about the tribe. And the doors are closing next Thursday night. So, but there's only 10 of the $150 pack. So if you want to join for an annual, then jump in there and grab one of those. And you get a 30-minute one-on-one with me, which is really cool. But so let me know, have you got any questions around that? I'm happy to stay on and answer any questions. But I just figure that could be really helpful, because when I was, back making the changes, I would have found that really helpful. But remember, it's not untouchable, because you've seen after these 3 days you can make some dramatic changes. So I get the crazy sweet craving and arvo slump. Have you noticed, because I know that other people have commented this, have you noticed that by having your warm lemon in the warm lemon and water in the morning and a well-balanced breakfast, has that changed those sweet cravings for you, Louise? The other thing that I learned off Dr. Libby is that if you are getting those cravings in the afternoon or after dinner, go back to the meal prior and make sure you have got enough protein and enough healthy fats, because often you're short in those two food groups, and that can be a massive game changer. So I would also look at that as well, Alison. Just have to ask, is the odd one? Of course, the odd one is totally okay. We have to live. I just don't like it. I know that sounds crazy, but it sends me to sleep. And it doesn't serve me. So I don't eat food or drink anything that doesn't serve me. And I don't really need it. But I know that a lot of women do enjoy it. Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah. Go do that, Louise. I've noticed that people who, if it is a crutch or a clutch, I don't know if that's the right word, and it's something that you are doing as a habit and it's every night, then I would say I would ask yourself why you're doing it. Yeah. And is it to relax you, or is it to relax stress? Because at the end of the day, it does have an effect on you. Yes, it relaxes you, but it might make you wake up more sluggish in the morning, and it might make you not sleep so well. So, if you've got any queries about it, then I would definitely just go with it. See if you can go without it for 4 or 5 days and see how it makes you feel. But absolutely. I have people that come on my retreats and they bring wine, and they might have one on the first night, or they don't have one on the first night. And then by the time they get to the second night, they're like, I don't even feel like one. So it's kind of like a little bit like coffee. It is a bit of a habit. Thank you for those who are just joining me. Sorry, I am just finishing up, but please do watch the replay, because it's been there's just some really thoughts that I want to share with you. I had 2 lemon and waters today and ended up not feeling so tired today, and less cups of tea. Absolutely. What time at night do you eat your last meal or snack? 7:30. That's my cutoff, Tracy. Because I fast. But I'm not saying you have to fast. I was not open to it like up until 3 years ago. Do you? Yeah. So I at 7:30, and then I go through till midday generally. But there's talks on fasting in the tribe, and you can easily, all the guest speakers, you can get all the recordings. So I've done one. We've had other guest speakers. I do, Louise. I've got one coming up in November, but it's fully booked. But then I'm taking bookings for March. It's the last weekend of March. I think it's the 31st of March through till the 2nd of April, I think it is. Perfect. You're welcome, Tracy. So, Louise, if you want to know more about that, then just message me and I can send you through some more details. I host them up in Whanganui, and I have 14 women on it, and they're awesome. Obviously, very much focused around the cooking, and just a weekend of absolute indulgence of amazing food. I've got a friend who comes with me, and she takes exercise classes. It's in an amazing setting, so it's very, very relaxing, and you get a lot of downtime, but you leave feeling really uplifted. That I love being in person. I would love you all to be in the room with me. Probably not in my bedroom, but in the kitchen. Are there any other questions? Remember that link if you want to find out more about the Wicked Healthy Tribe, wickedwellbeing.com, WHT. Yeah, few laughs there. But I'm a real people's person. So that's why I really thrive off your comments. Sounds amazing. Awesome. Should we wrap it up? Haha, nice bedroom too. Thanks, Jennifer. Funny story about the wallpaper. We had painters in probably about a month ago, and he put some masking tape on the wallpaper and it ripped it, which is really, so now we've got to replace the wallpaper, which is a mission to find a wallpaper. Yeah. Anyway, team, thank you. Wick, you are incredible. Honestly, can't thank you enough for these videos. Here's to a new me. Awesome, Deb. You are so very, very welcome. Would love to have you in the tribe if you feel it's the right next move. I know, Jennifer, absolutely gutted because it's not easy. Okay, team, we'll finish up and go and enjoy the rest of your evening, and see you tomorrow for the live. We're talking about sustaining snacks and how to keep the healthy habits going. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. Bye.